video to serve as a guide to anybody who is interested in doing a graduate degree in the United States. So I use this platform to kind of make a search of schools, programs, and find where is like suitable for my career goals. So what you want to do when you come to this website is to create an account if this is your first time. Then make sure you have linked it to an email address that you have access to, because the programs you also be applying to would probably be using that same email address to contact you. So I applied in 2022 for a program that will start 2023. So that's why I have GradCast 2023. So I guess if you're applying for next year, 2024, you should be working with something that has GradCast 2024. So just make sure you're checking like the updated one. So now I have my username and password field. I just sign in. So what you want to do, there are like four major um sections. There is my application, hard program, submit application, and check status. So it goes from when you finally make your application, it will be here, then you submit, then you check the progress of the application. So what you want to do if you are looking for like program newly, you will go to hard program. So here in this page here, I have like different schools and they are usually listed alphabetically. So what you want to do, make sure that you're checking is you check the name of the school, you check the start term. So the start term here, like first semester, second semester, like in Nigeria, the first semester is usually like called fall semester. Then the second semester is called spring. So for schools, this rolling means that they are taking students whether it's fall, whether it's spring. Some will be more specific. Let me look for an example. And usually those ones that are probably more specific. This one is summer. So summer is usually between July to August. Then fall is like August to December. Spring is like January to July. It runs like that. Not every program has like a summer school, but some there's 1 year online masters in education is summer. So there's spring. I would advise that for funding mostly you look out for schools that have fall resumptions, because most times the funding kind of starts at fall. So you want to be on the lookout for programs like that. So let me go right. So this Alabama State University, all the program listed under it, that means they are all offered under Alabama. So this is a very big database actually. There's Arkansas Tech University, that and that. So assuming you have like a specific school already in mind, not all schools actually use this platform. I would try to link this like this gradcast. You can also call it like the JAMB of Nigeria. When you're applying to when you're writing JAMB, you list like different schools under JAMB, right? So different schools are listed under gradcast, but not every school in the United States actually uses gradcast. Some school directly will want you to apply to them, but I want to say that schools that there's just like a lot of school on this platform, like it will be so sufficient for you to use this platform. And it's also good because you can have all your application in one place, though there are some you get to pay for application fee. So just I think it's just good to use this. So let's say I don't have a particular school in mind, I just want to see the schools that are possible for me to apply, so I can just use filter, this filter here. So now I'm asking it to, I've clicked available, that means I only want programs that are still accepting people. I don't want past, I don't want future. So if I have an institution in mind, see here it has listed all the sorry. It has listed all the okay, I'll just press see all. It has listed all the institution. That's a lot. There is hardly any school that you want that So if I don't have, let's say I don't have any particular school in mind, but there are some other things that I have that are specific. I can just close. You can use the arrow to close or open that place. So I want fall. I'll click the automatically to make sure that everything it is showing me by the time I close this filter box will be fall semester. Then I can just close for. Then if I have a particular state in mind, maybe you are not particular about the school, but you have a particular state, maybe because of um anything, environmental factors, as a closeness to opportunities that you have in mind, you can just choose each of like the states in US have symbols. I think AL means Alabama, CA will mean California, DC might just mean Washington or something. You just want to make sure you check. But if you don't know anything about those states, it's also fine. Then program level. So now if I'm interested in a master's, right, I will not want it to disturb me with any other thing that is not master. So I just click master. So there's masters or doctorate. Or if I only wanted masters alone, I'll just on click masters. But it's good to make your option like your cast your net wide or something like that. then I can just choose only masters or something like that, if that's what I want. Or if I want, try not to choose certificate program, because that's just like you're taking like a vocational training. So masters, doctorate, or masters of doctorate is usually like the best. I would think, just to make your option wide, you can just choose the masters or doctorate. Sorry, because I'm trying to use a phone, so I can always zoom in. Yeah, so I've told you that anything you are showing me, Kwame, I only want masters or doctorate. At times, if you see on this side, it shows me there's currently no program like that. So I'll just go back to only masters. So is that I choose masters or I choose doctorate? Just try to interact with the page. So I'm telling you now, I don't want to see anything doctorate. Just show me master's program. That's what I'm interested in. Then delivery. So delivery means, are you looking for a school that is doing online, full time? So there's something called flexible. You can either do online or there's hybrid. That means they are doing both online and also that means in your week, during the week, some of your classes will be online, but some other will be in the school. So that means you obviously have to be there. The ones that are online completely, that means you probably are not going to be obtaining a visa for that kind of program. Online schools, do you get, like, that means everything is online. You probably not be getting a visa and you might not be coming to the United States for that. On site, that means everything is totally physical. Do you get? So there is a difference between those. Flexible means you can choose, that means they have both online and on site for that program. Hybrid means for that program they do some of their classes online, they do others on site. That kind of program you still have to come to US. Online, that means you don't need to come to the US. On site, obviously you need to come. So if I'm not specific about that, I can just make it open. Then is it a full time or part time? You can just choose full time if you want, or you don't really need to select options for everything. So now, because of I have specified now, it have reduced the number of schools in my front. Like, instead of having so many schools and like wondering where to start. So you see all the A. So it has given me only the options that are specific. So it still shows like what I chose. Available program for masters and full time. So now this is telling me this course, Kettering University, they have a masters of applied data science. I can't see the full because I'm using a phone. So let's say I'm interested in biology. So I'll just be on the lookout for biology programs. Oh yeah, so this is Temple University. There's a biology MS, right? So that means it's a master's program. Of course, I've already told you I only want master's program, and it is starting in fall 2023. You need to make sure you check when it is 2023. That's why I said if you're applying for next year, you should be looking for grad class 2024, not grad class 2023. Do you get? Once you just type in your browser, just type grad class. It's because I already like use this platform very well. That's why it showed me my already existing information. So you want to choose grad class 2024 or the year for which you are applying. If you are applying to resume in school 2025, so you'll be looking for grad class 2025. But I think one has to elapse before they open another one. I don't know if you get me. 2024 has to go before they open grad class 2025. So yeah, so as me I want this school, I will look at it. It's telling me that the deadline, you can just check the deadline for this application for this one is 03/01/2023. So you have to be mindful here that they write their month first. This means March, 1st of March 2023, not January 1. It means 1st of March. That's the deadline for this. So you have to be noting that that's the month first before they, and this is on site, so they need me to be there. It's a full-time program. This PA is just talking about the state where it is. It's a main campus and it's biology. So before I decide to add it to my list, I can just click on that biology MS. That will also take me more. So it's showing me that this give me more information. It's a full-time program. Application deadline, you see again, it's March 1. It's on site. PA is Philadelphia. So you just give you more information. This is a MS program offers blah 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 blah. It says if you want more details, right? Usually what I do, I just click on more details if my phone allows me. Yeah, I kind of open that somewhere else. Usually that's what I do. I just open that somewhere else. In a different, so you can look at it. Application deadline. Particularly me, I'm usually very particular about. Okay, you can see they don't require GRE. You want to check for something that has to do with funding, right? If you don't see anything directly that has to do with funding, you might do a search. Usually they might have like a search button. Let's see. So again, at times the deadline for like local students or domestic students, sorry, that's what I think they call domestic students, then it's usually different from international students because obviously you that you are an international student, you need time to prepare to get visa. So the international deadline is usually earlier than for domestic students. So you see here the deadline for spring, that is if you want to resume around January, which is like the cold time, very cold time, and I think that there's usually not a lot of fundings to like in that time. The deadline for that one is August 1, right? So usually the next year on too will be August 1 around that same time. Then for if you are a domestic student, that means October 15. So you want to be on the lookout for funding. If you don't see it, let's see if we will see a search button. But usually, most times, once the school does not spell it out, once they don't spell funding out, most times they don't have funding. That's me. So I just search funding, right? So it's giving me all this information. It's giving me cost ahead. Let's check. You want to be on the lookout for something that has to do it. So it's telling me you pay. Registration for course is not optional. Student must attend. Blah 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 blah. I can't say anything that has to do with funding here. Yeah, they are just talking about payment. Student loan, yeah, the student loan, assessing student charges, full-time study, part-time, student schedule. So once you don't see anything that has to do with assistantship, funding, scholarship, except if you have money to pay, sorry, then I don't think you should consider that program. So obviously I've taken this Temple University out of my choices. So I'm back to GradCast, right? And I just check again. If you see, usually if they have funding, they can also list it here. They don't list it. That means there is no funding for you in that school except if you want to pay. So I'll keep on with my search. Right? This is a very, I don't know how to put it, it's a very deep process. It takes a lot of, but it can be done actually. You just need to. So let me say I'm still looking for. Let me say it's a chemistry program that I'm interested in. Okay, so I see University of Rhode Island has a chemistry master's program that is starting in fall 2023. But for your case, you will be seeing 2024 if you have opened the GradCast 2024 website, right? So it shows me yet. So the deadline for this is 15th of November, not obviously there is not a month. There is no month 15. So 15th of November 2023, full time this. So I can just click on chemistry, not on the plus. I click on the chemistry image. So I'm seeing like information. It's showing me to start in 4. A competitive. It will also give you like a brief. That means before you qualify to this, you must have a bachelor's degree in chemistry or a related point. Say applicants with at least 1 degree from a US. So the statement of purpose, applicants whose degree are from non-US institution, that means it must be related. So they're already telling you if you're not from their country, if you're not from US, they will require GRE from you. See, they do not require from domestic students. But another thing with things like this is that you can always reach out to like the lecturers in the department, like to ask that you're a student from this, do you really need GRE? Well, yeah, at times it's just good to take their word for it. So this one too, the 3 letter of references. It's not mentioning anything about funding. But let's see, is there a link to somewhere else? Yeah, additional information can be found at our university website. So I can just try to click on that. I don't usually like to do. I don't like to click on the school directly. Yeah, this chemistry. I think this is their chemistry department. Let me see. Let's see if we can make a search for funding. I can't see anything here. Let's see for prospective students. Let me see something that has to do with funding. Let's choose graduate study for fund. Prospective students. Graduate study during their first year. There's nothing talking about funding. In our best interest, we leave this. Except if you have, let's say you have other sources of funding. Maybe you have one, some other kind of. So because I left, all my filters, they have gone. I have to do it again. Usually, it's better to click the link to open in a new place, not like clicking the link directly. So program level, say masters. Usually you might find more funding for like PhD programs, right? But yeah, the more the opportunities, the more the competition. There's usually like a lot more competition in what do I call it, in PhD programs. So I want to continue my search. So let's say it's dietetics. Apologies. or let's say that's what I'm interested in. I check the deadline. Oh, it's not your deadline. So let me check out the school before I had it. Right? So the year is this, an applicant is this, online this is your minimum criteria. I want to usually just check the funding. Applicants who process this. You see, this one is requiring TOEFL, but most schools in US will actually not require it to do TOEFL. It says, see here, some students may be eligible for this based on prior academic excellence or something. Some might just based on country. Usually these websites, you usually have to submit a WES transcript. I don't want you to let this process weigh you down. It's a long process, can be very boring at times, very challenging, but like I said again, it can be done. You can do it if you put your mind. Because even the school you want to go to, the rudiment of even going to school is probably more, because you're going to study a lot when you get to school. You're going to do a lot of assignments. You're going to study a lot. So this is even little. Like the stress you think leads to stress is a little compared to the school you are interested in going to. So you need to know, like, the environment is enabling, everything you need is enabled. So yeah. So this ones, they already said F1 must demonstrate ability to cover all expenses, meaning they don't have money to give you. So let me just go directly to like a school that I'm sure that they have funding. I know about Florida State, a program called Business Biotechnology, which I also got into, but I didn't end up going there. I made another choice. I know there's funding. Okay. They said no. They didn't see Florida because I think maybe some of my search options. Yeah, Florida Atlantic, that's the school. So this is the program I was talking about. Yeah, professional. This is this one. They have funding for that program. So this was this program I was talking about. So the start year for this one is 2024. The deadline is this year. You see, this year 2023. Yeah, it's a business biotechnology program. It's a 2-year program too, but it doesn't have like a thesis to it. More like what is it that you do, like an internship, professional internship, instead of like an actual thesis. But it's good. They already told you that the minimum GPA they want is 3.0. That's on a 4.0 scale. So you want to make sure you convert your CGPA to 4.0. And if you are going to submit this application anyway, you will have done something called WES evaluation. So it's like a recognized body that kind of validates your transcripts, and it validates and authenticates, then also change your credits from the maybe 5.0 we are using from Nigeria to 4.0. So it needs 3 letters of recommendation. Mind bear you, one of the recommendation letter has to come from lecturers from that department, which I find strange, but I was able to get by interacting with lecturers from that school. So you just have to talk with somebody, like maybe one of the lecturers that you have shown interest in the group. And I was able to get one from the lecturers there, and also 2 from other lecturers from my school in Nigeria. So a completed application. Yeah, you pay a non-refundable $64 application fee. I don't want you to feel discouraged. I keep saying it can be very discouraging. $64 is actually nothing compared to like the benefits you get. I know the dollar to naira exchange rate is quite crazy now, but yeah. And another thing to note is that most of those, this is like an idea I got from someone. I kind of think it might be true. Most of the schools that give you application fee waiver, that means you people are going to be plenty that are applying to that kind of school. Do you get? The freer, the more, like, that means the competition is high. The competition is good, but it's also very good to be very strategic in something like this. So why not pay for application fee to a school that you might have higher chances of getting into, and they also give you funding. So yeah, people try to not apply to this kind of program because of something like this. $64, so they don't want to pay. Well, if you can afford it, I say boldly that this school has funding. The funding is good because I also got in there. So transcript, you must submit WES, blah 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 blah. Okay, so for looking at this page now, they did not mention that they have funding, but they gave the email. How did I know that they had funding? I went to their website. This website here, this thing, it's not appearing as a link, but it's actually, at times some of the links might not work. So it is on you to now actually go and search out that school and go and figure out from there. They say the deadline, international students must submit by October 1st because you need visa. So I don't think that their link that is there will work. So what I want to do is, I want to go to the browser by myself, and yeah, I want to open a new browser. Let's say I've found that school now. I want to open Florida Atlantic University. Yep, Florida Atlantic University. So also some schools too, they might not have funding, right? General funding, but like some lecturers in departments might have funding. There's something they call research assistant. If a lecturer has like a very big grant, he might need to employ students to join him on that project. And if he employs you as a student, you would actually get a degree too. Like you get maybe your master's, but you'll be working with that person. So this Florida Atlantic University, let's say you're not using the typical grad class pathway. You can just, let's say you know the school already, you go to the school website, you go here, right? You're searching. What are you searching for? Academics, not admission. Admission is when you're applying already. Academics, you want to find out because they have something. So you're saying here that they have different academics. They have this like different departments: business, social work, college of education, graduate school, majorly. So graduate school, I go to graduate college. Yeah, graduate college. So it shows me like all these courses, undergraduate college. Um, I need to see the courses here. Keep going. I just need to see the courses, not just this. Prospective students, usually your information might be there. Yeah, search graduates. So you will probably, but since I already knew, I could just apply. This one is masters. It's a college of. Let me just put science. I'm not sure what college that course is under. Then yeah, so it shows me what the program is. So this business, this is the program. Business biotechnology. You want to go to that program and read more about the program and probably see, yeah, showing me these are like general information, application deadline. Let me see. I don't think this was where I saw. That was not where I saw the fund. I just knew I saw it somewhere. Everything here is like a PDF. I need to go to their website. I need a website, not a PDF. Let me go back a bit. Hold on. Apply to a graduate program. Let's do that instead. Since I already know. Yeah. If I say begin application, it will still take. Okay, this College of Engineering, Department of this. I want the one that talks about technology. Submenu, let's see. Sorry about the bad times. Fine. Yeah, you can just you definitely apply to that grant class, or maybe you just generally see. You can also attend their information sections. Okay, this page does not exist. Yeah, so you can request more information. Yeah, and just ask about like any general information you have. Yeah, you just fill it out. So I want to ask about funding, but like I said, I'm very sure that that program I was talking about had funding. So I think what I did is I reached out to like lecturers in that department. That was also one thing that made me know they had funding. um Wait, I just saw their website, but I can't remember. Let me check. Florida Atlantic, the website. Yeah, this is where I saw like the lecturers, right? Oh yeah, so the course is under the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry, Charles E. Cummings College of Science. So you could just go to faculty, like faculty directories. Then yeah, you will see. Yeah, what I was supposed to work with Dr. Grex B Field is when I had gone there. So once you have like their general name like this, you can, let me see if there's something that talks about. Yeah, you can click. You will probably have to click each person's name. and find out what the person is doing. Research interest is this. Does it align with me? Oh, it aligns with me. I'll copy this person's email. I can just click it and take me to email. Write something meaningful, something nice. I can also maybe later I'll show. I'm not really promising, but something that like give a sample of like letters you can write out to these people. Then you attach your CV. If they really like your profile, they will message you, and the conversation will begin from there. Usually, the idea is once you get a faculty member here is like lecturers in Nigeria. Once you get somebody to acknowledge or like your profile, the chances that you get into that program is very high because it's the lecturers that end up deciding who gets in, right? So, because when you apply, like when you're writing your statement of purpose, you might put something that has to do, oh, I would like to work with this person. And if they already see it on your letter that you say you would like to work with this person, they would definitely pass your application materials, like everything is submitted to that lecturer. So since you've already talked to that lecturer earlier, makes it easier, right? I don't know if you get the concept. But yeah, the quality of what you put in still needs to matter and all of that. So that's just the example. So let's say I have decided to go to Florida Atlantic. So I'll go back to my grad class now. Yeah. So once I've decided to take for this program, I'll just click this plus. Yeah. So it shows me plus. That means I have added that program to the ones I want to apply. You can definitely add more than one on the good side. 5 might be a good number to start with. So now, since I've added, I go back to, instead of add program, I go back to my application. Then I go to, I go to my application. Yeah. So when you go to my application, you will see the program you selected under this place, under programs and materials, under your application. So this one's marked. That means I have already submitted application to them. You see, I submitted to Florida Atlantic earlier. So like, this is the new one I selected, right? So once I come here, it just takes time to get used to this website. You answer their questions, their different questions, and I think this is why I saw it. Would you like to be considered for a teaching assistant for incoming semester? You say yes. Teaching assistant means when you get to the school, you'll be assisting a lecturer to teach a course. So by assisting, you could be assisting in actually taking the course section, like the lab section. So I currently like teach undergrads a lab section. So I am like the lab instructor. So I'm assisting a lecturer, the lecturer who is teaching like the lecture. So they get to pay your tuition fee and give you like some stipends, which will definitely be enough to take care of you. So yeah, that's like question. Some might have more questions. Documents. So you say you upload the personal statement. You see anywhere they put start, that means important. Order completed biology faculty verification form. Yeah, you have to. This one it's very strange process. This school, but yeah, I was able to make it through. So you reach out to a lecturer there. They fill this faculty advice to verification form for you. You upload it here. Unofficial transcript, the one you got from your school. That and that. Then recommendations, you upload your recommendation letter here. PDF of the recommendation letters. So once you are done with like all of this, you go back to my application, you fill out your personal information, your academic history and supporting information. The good thing about these 3 places, personal information, academic history and this, is that once you fill it out once, the same information keeps going to any other school you had to program and materials. So the only thing that will specify to each school will be under this program and materials, right? So the different schools have different requirements. So I hope you've learned one or two from this. I know this might look like a daunting process, but it can really be done. I keep saying it can be done. If you really want it, go for it. You can do it. Bye.